Hey everyone, it's Skylar. Welcome back to my channel, and we're on to day 28 of 30 Days of November Challenge Month. Today's movie has two different titles. One of them's called Satan's Slaves, and the other title to it's called Evil Heritage from 1976. Directed by Norman J. Warren, produced by Richard Crafter, written by David McGillivray, starring Michael Gough as Uncle Alexander York, Martin Potter as Stephen York, Candice Glendering as Catherine/Camelia York, Barbara Kellerman as Frances, Michael Craze as John, Gloria Maley as Janice, James Bray as Malcolm York, Celia Hewitt as Elizabeth York, David McGillivray as the priest. Music by John Scott, cinematography by Dennis Balcon. Distributed by Crown International Pictures, production company Monumental Pictures Limited. Release date December 1976. Movie starts off with a young girl by the name of Catherine York who shares a ride with her parents to visit her uncle Alexander, who she hasn't met before, but the drive ends in tragedy when Catherine's parents die in a car accident. Then the girl is then taken by the mysterious Alexander, who lives in a beautiful house with his son Stephen and the faithful Frances. Catherine takes a taste for life, and she notices that Stephen is far from being insensitive to her charms. Catherine is then getting terrible hallucinations. As time goes on, Frances tells her what her uncle and cousin are going to do with her. She also tells her that they are both going to sacrifice her in order to avenge an ancient ancestor of hers named Camille York, who possesses evil powers, and then tells her that they plan to use her powers for Alexander's own evil. Frances offers to help her escape this terrible fate and runs away from them. When Stephen finds out, he murders Frances by slashing her with a glass and stabbing her through the mouth. Then when Catherine discovers the body, Stephen then locks Catherine in her bedroom until the day of the ritual, and they then take her into the woods and prepare her to be sacrificed. Catherine then murders Stephen by stabbing him in the eye with a blade. She runs away temporarily, but is tricked back into the arms of her evil uncle Alexander by an illusion and gets trapped by them, and basically the film ends on a supposedly a great suspense note. My backside. So that's what I was saying, it's how short the review is. So my thoughts on this review. Is I thought it was crap. I didn't like the film one bit. I didn't understand. I understood the plot, but it's your basic person that's going to get sacrificed by the devil and stuff like that, which I thought was a load of bollocks. To be honest, I hated the film. But sometimes when you review a film, you have to realise that some days the reviews are going to be great, some reviews are going to be crap like this. Sorry, but this film was crap. I didn't really like it. I just thought it was too mediocre for my liking. Like, don't get me wrong, other people would like the film, but I just don't like it. I just didn't like the characters, the way they acted. I just didn't like the soundtrack. I didn't like the music, the cinematography, the way it was written, the way it was directed. I just didn't like anything to the film. and I was completely bored, and I was like this all the way through the film. What am I watching? What am I watching? This is boring. This is boring. And that's how I felt throughout the film, and I just didn't like it. I just thought the actors and actresses were complete waste. I didn't think they could act properly and stuff like that. So, you want a rating? How about if I give you this a 1 out of 10? I just hated the film in its entirety. So of course, I hope you like the review for what it was. I didn't like the film, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you would share the same views. It's just my personal opinion on this film. I thought I'd watch it and it'd be really cool. Just hated it. Absolutely hated it. So that's my review on Satan's Slaves. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay gaudy and have unpleasant dreams, and I will see you soon. Ta-ta for now. Bye.